If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkill's tutorial guides from Microsoft Flight Simulator, or simply interested in supporting the channel, please consider joining us on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future releases that come down the road. Patreon link can be found in the description below. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are here with a brand new product that I believe at this time of this video is released, if not is right about to release, and that is, as you can see on the box, the world's smallest cockpit. I have had the pleasure over the last couple of weeks of speaking with the developer from Octavi who developed this product, and this thing is absolutely phenomenal. I think this is going to be a major game changer. It's incredibly small and yet extremely powerful. So today is sort of a first impressions videos, you guys. I picked this up, well, let's see here. It got delivered to me not even an hour ago. So you guys are catching everything in the raw. So let's go ahead and start with the unboxing here. I'm pretty excited to check this thing out. Look at that. That is super nice. Very clean design. That is gorgeous. This feels very, very nice. Very, very nice. Push function, top encoder, bottom encoder. Selections for FMS1, FMS2 navigation, autopilot, transponder, nav 1 and 2, com 1 and 2, direct, menu. Clears all of your basic functions. All of your autopilot functions, and then sub functions. Looks like VNav, procedures, flight plan. This is incredible. So much packed into one little piece here. Looks like USB 3.0 connection. Very professional build. Quality control pass. Very nice. That is awesome. And check this out. I mean, look at this, guys. Look how small that is. Very, very simple. COM swap. Or channel swap. So if you guys want to compare it here, let's bring this over here. I have my throttle sitting here on the desk. This is the TCA throttle. Look at this. Very, very tiny. Let's get that back out of the way. All right, so let's see what else we got in the box here. That's for the backer support. Installation instructions. Look at that. Very, very simple. This is awesome. So it works with MobiFlight. And a very nice braided USB 3.0 cable, even branded. That is a very awesome kit there. Very simple, but very professional looking. I'm very impressed with that. I'm trying to put everything back in the box here. All right. So there we go. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just kidding. Okay, so let me get this thing plugged in and let's see what happens. I'm pretty excited about this. All right, so let's walk through the website. Instructions and downloads. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 for the plugin. There it is. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 plugin. If you don't have MobiFlight installed, download the event module and unzip and extract. Okay, so let's do a couple things here. I need that. So that's downloading. And we need the plugin. And that's downloading. All right. So now I'm just extracting it. Plugin, it's got its own exe, so I'm just going to run it. But let's go ahead and just make sure that we are on point here. All right, unless you already have MobiFlight installed, you need to install the MobiFlight event module to access Garmin-specific functions. First, locate MSFS 2020 community folder. Depending on installation, locate these parts. Oh, hey, we don't even need that. So first, let's do this. Get you guys in on this. Boop. There we go. All right, so let's find this and extract it. Okay, that's what we need. So we're going to copy that because I don't have MobiFlight installed. Games, Microsoft Flight Simulator, packages, community, paste. Okay, let's go back to downloads. And then let's see what, just double check what we need to do with the plugin. All right, so there's that. Download the plugin from Octavi, the required Yep, unzip this folder to a convenient location of your choice. Start MSFS and make sure your Octavi FR1 is plugged in, or IFR1 is plugged in. That is fact. Start the plugin. See here, it said start MSFS, then the plugin. Okay, so off we go. For right now, well, actually here, I'll move this over to... I'm going to copy this, go to my applications folder, and paste. There we go. We'll open that up. And now let's start Microsoft Flight Simulator. All right, you guys, so we are now in the cockpit of the Cessna 172 G1000. Now you can see autopilot's already been detected as enabled, and then we're going to go ahead and play around with some of these other functions, see what everything does. Now, the thing that I want to point out is you have all of your white lighting and lighting indicators as your main functions. Then you have the blue text, which are activated by a shift mode. The shift mode is activated by depressing the top encoder. So let's go ahead and just play with some of the basic settings first, see how it all works. Again, you guys are seeing this for the first time that I am. This was just from reading the PDF documentation a little bit before we got into the cockpit, just so I had an idea of what to expect. And then here we are. So let's go ahead and just sort of see how everything works and how it all feels. Let me get my hand in here. All right, so we're selected to COM 1. Oh, looks like we're selected to heading mode. Oh, I must have bumped it. So I think that's heading. Yeah, that's heading. Okay, we'll come back to that. So there's COM 1. And it feels very, very nice. Got a nice tick to it. Just notice our RPMs took a nosedive, so I'm trying not to stall the aircraft while we do this. There we go. Anyway, so very nice tactile feel. Every single turn has a nice click and notch. I really like the bottom one. The bottom one has almost a real clean tick to it. Like, it just feels very, very smooth. You have your swap functionality. Obviously, COM 2 would be the same behavior. There it is. Working great. So let's see if we want to set COM 2 to say to 124, I don't know, 0.85. We'll just make something up here. Let's go 85. There's 85. 124. COM 2, give it a swap. Now it's on the active. Oh, I didn't even realize it was already set as the primary. That's kind of funny. I swear to God I didn't. Anyway, all right, and then same with the nav radios. So I just did one earlier, 110.1. There it is. We'd swap that to the active. Let's play around with the autopilot. Let's see here. There's heading mode. Now I think if we do shift, click. Oh, no, I'm still on the COM. Oh, I see, because it highlights that section. So it's shift, highlight the section, then shift, then click. Oh, perfect. There it goes. So there's that. And then I think I saw the bottom one does a very rapid adjustment. So as far as I can tell, I couldn't see that there was a way to use the centering function on the shift knob or on the heading mode. So if you wanted to like align with the runway heading, for example, I couldn't see that there was a way to do that. There may be, and I might just be missing it. Again, you guys are seeing this in the raw. Nothing has been rehearsed yet. So let's see here. I want to kind of see what baro. So we would have to select COM 2, then do shift mode, and there's the baro. So if we were like running 2.9 or 9 or 4, sweet. Standard and things like that, I think you'd still have to hit. Let's see here. What else we got? Let's check the transponder out. So selecting the transponder. Okay, so let's say we wanted to set, I don't know, 4728. So it looks like, yep, that's the first 2 digits, and then I'm guessing, yep, 28. Oh, you can't. I wonder why you can't select 28. I could do, can't do anything with an 8. 8 or a 9. Is there a reason for that? Do you guys know? Am I missing something? I wonder what the reason for that is. Because it seems to be intentional. Every digit stops at 7. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Now, since we're about to slam into the ground, let's go ahead and address the autopilot. Choose vertical speed. That sets our altitude and the top rotary. Cool. Top rotary sets our ascent rate. Adding some more RPM back in. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's pretty low. There we go. So that's pretty slick. Alright, and then if we wanted to, we could lock in our altitude at 3,300 feet. Perfect. Just by hitting the altitude button. Alright, so now let's check out the G1000 functionality. Let's see here. FMS 1. And then let's see here. Let's bring up the we're at the flight plan page. So let's see here. I think we'd have to do first the approach mode. Ah, perfect. There it goes. There it goes. So then here, and let's say we wanted to turn it back to Tucson. Okay. Ooh, wow. That was very responsive. And that is fast. Holy crap. It registers every single tick. KTUS, let's see here, it should be enter. Runway, let's say we wanted 29 right. And enter again to accept. Oh, that's the origin. And so if we wanted the destination, oops. Ah, there we go. As the same. Okay, oh, did I go too far? I totally did, huh? KT. Go back the other way, probably faster. TU S, enter, enter. Now there should be a way, I think, to change the CDI. There is right here. So let's see here. If we just do, let's see, let's turn the, where was the flight plan button again? There's the flight plan button. If we want to adjust the CDI, boom, there it is. And then if we wanted to go autopilot nav mode, off she goes. Look at that. Let's go back to vertical speed. Climb up a little bit. Let's set our altitude. So even if it's just running in hundreds, it's fast enough. You don't really have to worry about that. So if we wanted to go to, see, it should be about 3,400, would put us right around 1,000 feet. So this is going to intercept the course line. This is slick, dude. And you have VNAV. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's go back to FMS menu. All right, so you got your PFD displays, PFD keys. Auto. Oh. And what if we wanted to go direct? Let's see here. This is too fun. I am literally having a good time with this. Let's go to Ryan Field. So if we wanted to go to Ryan, you were just there in my stream last night. Enter, activate, boom, off we go, off to Ryan Field. You probably should get above that mountain, so let's add some more, go back to vertical. Oh, What did I do? Oh, it's because I'm not in autopilot mode. Functionality. Oh, vertical speed. There we go. That is awesome, you guys. So much control in such a little device. Now, at this time, as far as I can tell on their website, this device is not yet up for sale, but I do know that it is right around the corner, you guys. I don't want to say any specific dates because I don't want to be wrong on this. This will not be my last video on this device. I'm going to continue to play around with it. I'm also going to give you guys another really cool tip that I know for a fact. So this is designed, obviously, around general aviation, right? We're seeing that it works with primarily with Garmin devices. Now, I can also tell you that I initially had loaded in to the TBM 930 and all the lights lit up. So I would assume that the functionality is recognized there because it immediately, anything that was active in the TBM. I switched over to the G1000 because I wanted to make sure we did the video as it was designed to be done. So we'll be testing it with other aircraft as well. The other cool part that I want you guys to be aware of is this works very well with SPAD Next. And what I mean by works very well is that SPAD Next detects it. It detects all of its functionality. If it detects all of its functionality, you can use SPAD.next to program it to do whatever you want, including the shift functionality. The shift functionality is just a key combination or a modifier which you are able to program in SPAD. So you can set this up if it's not by default, if it's not already set and ready to go for, what am I trying to think of? Like airliners and commercial aircraft, you're able to do that and you're able to customize it through things like SPAD Next. Everything you're seeing here is using the Octavi plugin. The plugin has to be started when you load into the aircraft or load into Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it even says connected to Microsoft Flight Simulator on the command prompt page. So if you don't launch the plugin, then you can tell it to do whatever you want it to do. It is a really, really slick little device, you guys. I am super, super happy about this. Look, it just switched over to altitude hold. That's pretty awesome. I think they've done an absolutely beautiful job. This started as a Kickstarter program, and I'm glad that it made it off the floor. It's got, again, very, very slick look to it, very nicely designed. It's just absolutely beautiful. The tactile feel of all the buttons is just perfect. The lighting effects, the overall, just the functionality of it. I'm really, really impressed with this. I'm very grateful to have this in my hands right now. Extremely grateful to have this in my hands right now. So you guys, a link to the Octavi website will be listed down in the description below. They do have an FAQ that you guys can sort of check out and possibly get some answers to some of the other questions you guys may have. As things continue to develop, I will continue to be discussing these things with the developer. So as new information comes out on it, you can bet your money that I will be posting everything that there is to know about it and keeping you guys up to date. I think this is a really, really fantastic product. So much capability in such a small form factor. I think that's my biggest thing. You know, one of the things I said in my stream last night was where I sort of struggle with certain devices, and it's not that they're not amazing, but it's like, you know, that the mini FCU that's getting ready to come out for the Airbus. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It looks fantastic. I don't want to say anything negative about it, so make that very clear. For me, my holdback is that my cockpit is like, for example, all of my buttons for my Cessna 172, they're bound to like wing combat panels and takeoff panels, and I'm using over in the cockpit, I've got the Virpil CM3 throttle and the Virpil CM3 base. And my point in mentioning all that is that I don't build to a single aircraft. So things like the Airbus FCU that looks absolutely beautiful to me is hard for me to grab onto because I don't want to build something that's specific to a specific cockpit. Now, of course, you could probably, again, use it the same way and use it whatever you want. But things like this just always appeal to me because it's got that neutrality to it, right? It's got, you can have this in your cockpit and not feel like it's an immersion breaker. At least for me, and we're all different, right? Everybody's different. But this is a beautiful, beautiful piece of equipment. I'm really, really grateful for this. And it's really, as a content creator and as someone, like, especially for making my guides, this is going to be really nice to have on my desk as well with my TCA Airbus kit and being able to get a lot more productivity done. So this thing was sort of a double whammy for me. It was a very nice surprise. I was very, very, I'm very humbled that the developer trusted me to be one of the first to launch a video on this. So as always, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you feel about the Octavi IFR-1, the world's smallest cockpit. And as always, stay safe and healthy, I'll see you guys in the next one.